Good afternoon, Professor. My name is Yachana Mishra. Today I am going to present my first assignment of Big Data, and today's topic is data science and big data analytics. In first assignment, my first assignment is about of chapter 1, that is introduction part of big data analytics. Now, first of all, what is big data? An overview of big data I'm going to explain. Big data is all about data needs to be stored and processed in real time. That is big data. Example: mobile phones, social media, image technology, medical devices, and sensor to determine a medical diagnosis. Big data has been described in three V's of big data, like three V's: volume, variety, and velocity. Now, what is volume? Volume, like amount of data generated, online offline transactions, kilometer and terabytes, and records saved in table and files. That is volume of data. And what is velocity? Velocity is speed of generating data generated in real time, online and offline, and in streams, batch, or bits. And variety, like it is data is in structured form or unstructured, online imaging and videos, and machine generated. And big data has been introduced to overcome many challenges, like keeping up with the huge influx of data is difficult, uh, but substantially more challenging and analysis vast amount of it. These challenges of data indulge presents the opportunity to transform business, government, science, and everyday life. Several industries have lead the way of developing their ability to gather and exploit data. Like in credit card, mobile phone companies. Credit card monitor every purchase of their customer and can be identified fraudulent purchase with a high degree of accuracy. And in mobile phone companies, analyze of subscriber calling pattern to determine. Companies such as LinkedIn and Facebook, data itself is a primary product. Three attributes stand out for big data characteristics are huge volume of data, complexity of data types and structure, speed of new data creation and growth. This was the overview of the data. Now King Matkins reported a big data definition as uh, big data is a data whose scale, distribution, diversity, and or timeless require the use of new technology, architecture, and analytics to enable insight that unlock new source of business value. This definition of big data implies that organization will be need data architecture, analytic sandbox, new tool, new method of analytical, and integrations of multiple skills in a role of data science. Social media has also adapted this big data, which fast growing source of big data sequencing of among the fastest growth of big data. Example of untraditional source of being of data being used for analysis. For example, in 2012, Facebook user posted 700 status update per second worldwide, which can be leveraged to deduce the latents interest of political views of user and show the relevant ads. Google AdSense, like For instance, an update in which a woman changes their relationship status from single to engaged. This triggered a bridal dresses, wedding planning, and name changing services. Healthcare industry also had adopted this big data, like 23 pair of chromosome of one unique you. And next is in March 2013, Facebook released a new feature called Graph Search. Enables that this features enables user to interact and to develop a social graph of for people with similar interest and hobbies, and the location has been shared, so it is very easy for user to interact with same locations, and you can find also. And now this is a data structures. Data structures, big data come in multiple form, including structured, non-structured data such as financial text files, multimedia files, and geometric mapping. There are four types of data structures: structured data, semi-structured, quiz structured data, and structured data. Structured, you can say that data containing a defined data, which type file it is format, and OLAP, that is online analytical processing, data cubes, and RDBMS. RDBMS is a relational database management system. CVS file, it's a type of file, and even a simple spreadsheet is called as a structured data. In semi-structured XML file, and is an best example, that is extendable markup language. This type of file are self-describing and defined by an XML schema, and it has a pattern that enable phrasings. And quiz, next is quiz structured. In this textual data with erratic data format, that format with effort, tools, and time. And in unstructured, it is like has no inherent structured, like text, document, PDF, image, and videos. As I have described in image also, this structured data, this file format, and everything. And this is unstructured, means image, as I said in this point, image and videos, everything like that. And this is a source file, uh, so it is a semi-structured like XML format. Data is sent it from front end through XML format or JSON format, that is. And next is analyst and perspective of data respiratory and state of practice in analytic. Now in this table, as you can see, in table this business driver or advanced analytics, there is a four category of common business problem that organized, uh, that that have an opportunity to leverage the advanced analytics competitive advantage, like optimize business operation, like sale price, pricing, profitability, efficiency, and predict new business opportunity, in this like upsell, how to cross sale, best sell customer prospect, like that, to identify the business risk like customer chumps and fraud, default. But this you can predict or you can analyze by using this analytical tools also, which I have told in previous slide. And next is BI and BI versus data science. In this, there are several ways to compare this group of analytical technique. Uh, Now BI is like business intelligence. BI stands for business intelligence, right? And there are several ways also to compare this analytical technique. First way is to evaluate the type of analysis being performed, to examine the time horizon and the kind of analytical approaches being used in that uh, a particular field. And BI, business intelligence, trends to provide report, dashboard, and queries on business questions for current period or in past, and when and where event occur. It provide BI also provide insight and some insight of generally answered questions also. Now next is and it also helps in comparison of data science that tends to use disaggregated data in more forward looking exploratory way, focusing on analysis the present and enabling informed decision about the future. Data science tend to be more exploratory in nature and may use scenarios optimized to deal with more open ended questions. How and why event occur. This provide insight to current activity foresee to future event, that what will be going on in future, while generally focusing on the questions which is related to how and why this is happening in the business approaches. Current Now this is a current analytic architecture. In this typical data architectures are there, and we in which I have studied in this chapter. There were several challenges also present to data science and advanced analytic, and how this individual fits to the process and getting data to analyze on project. Now in this first is like data source. As you can see in this figure also, there is a data source to be this architectures. First is data source to be loaded in data warehouse where data is stored, and data need to be well understood, and it should be in structured and normalized form with the appropriate type definition, like. And second is a local system may merge in form of departmental warehouse and local data mart that business user create. And third you can see there is a dashboard, report, and alerts. In this once the data of warehouse data is reading by additional application across enterprise of BI and reporting purpose, the high priority operational process getting critical. And the last is the workflow and analyst get the data because and downstream the analytic. As you can see in first also, data source is in form of Excel and reports to the departmental warehouse, second, and EWD, and third it form in a dashboard, report, and alerts, and then it goes to the data science user, right? Now next is a driver of big data. Now what is the driver of big data? First we go to back some history part, that is in 90s the volume of information was often measured in terabyte, and Most organization analyze structured data in a column and row, and relational database, RDBMS, and data warehouse to manage large store of enterprise information. In 2010, the information that organized try to manage a broadened to include many other kind of data. This application uh, generate a volume of data that measured in hexabyte scale, provide opportunity to analytics new value of organization. Data data now comes from multiple source, like in mobile device provide geographical location data, and photo video footage uploaded to the world wide web, and video surveillance, medical information, non-traditional IT, and this and merging big data ecosystem and new approaches, and new approaches to adapt the to how to tackle this and analytics. First, ecosystem take shapes. There are four main groups of player with an interconnected. Four main players are like data device, data collectors, data aggregators, data user, and buyer. These are the four players for means main uh, point, or you can main attribute of this new approach, like data device, and Synonet gather the data from multiple location and continuously generate new data, which is in gigabytes of new data created, and an additional petabyte is created. For example, game players and online video game through PC, game console, or smartphones. And the next main is data collector, where data is being collected, sample entities got collect the data from the device and user in cable TV provider tracking the shows, uh, what person watching which TV channel someone will and will not pay or watch on demand. And the next important uh, approach is data aggregator. In this, the organization compile the data from the device and uses the pattern collected by the government agency and the retail store and the website, that makes the sense of data collect from the various satellite from sonar sensoret, or the internet of things, that is IoT. And data user and buyer are denoted this group. This is the last main approach, data user and buyer. This denote directly benefit from data collector aggregated by other within a data value chain. Retail bank acting as a data buyer may not know which customer have highest likelihood to apply the second mortgage or home equality line of credit. To provide input of this analysis, retail bank may purchase data from data aggregator. Now, what are the key roles of new big data ecosystem? The key role is deep analytical talent, data savvy professional, technology, and data enablers. And first is deep analytical talent is a technically survey with strong analytical skills, And this process combinations of handle raw data, unstructured data, apply complex and massive scales. In this advanced training has been quantitative disciplines, and in second, and machine learning also has been done to uh, approach this kind of uh, data. And second key role is data survey professional. This is less technical depth, but basic knowledge of statistic or machine learning can be defined. These people have tend to base knowledge of working data. Like example, every professional include financial analysis, market research analysis, life scientist, operational managers, and business and functional managers. And the last category is technology and data enablers. In this, people provide technical expertise to support analytic project that provisioning and administrating analytical sandbox, and large scale data architecture widespread. And the role require skills related to computer engineer, programming, and administrator, database administrator. And uh, data scientist, in this as you generally have five main set skills and behavior and characteristics, you can say, uh, required for data science, uh, like quantitative skills, technical aptitude, spectacle mindset and critical thinking, curious and creative, and communication collaborative. What is quantitative skill? In that you should be mathematics and statistic, uh, more into mathematics and statistic. And in technical, mainly like software engineers, logical power, you can say, programming skills should be there, and machine learning, everything you should know in technical aptitude. And in spectacle mindset, critical thinking, it is important that data science can examine the work critical, how the work is critical rather than one-sided way, like how this work can be critical and how to tackle this work. That mindset should be have. And curious and creative mindset, data scientists should be passionate that they are more form of creative way to solve problems, and problem solving, you can say. They are they have this kind of attitude and this kind of quality, you can say. And they should be communicative and collaborative. Like business value should be clear, and collaborative work, they should be have a teamwork with other group also. And project sponsors and key stakeholders should be there for this data scientist. And next is now, what are the examples of big data analytic? In this, three examples of big data analytic, different area has been there: retail, IT, infrastructure, and social media. In big data, opportunities has been improved sales and marketing analytics, example like US retail target. After analysis consumer purchase behavior, target statistician has been made to deal with money and there were three main life event situation like marriage, divorce, and pregnancy. And in marriage, when people tend to buy new product, they target this kind when they example, if a person buy one product for their marriage, they will try to sell their other product also regarding, and they get analyze that if he or she is buying this product, that it means it's marriage, and they will try to sell more other product also. And there was they will try to get a product that change their mind and habits also. So again same, they will try to sell this and analyze this. And same goes with pregnancy also. They new things have to buy urgency, and buy, if a customer particular buy this product for any such above event, then they will try to contact and sell other also. Now, this Hadoop represent is an example of big data innovation, IT infrastructure. Apache Hadoop is this open source, no license is required, and company process vast amount of information, is highly parallelized. And one benefit of Hadoop is that employ in this distributed file system, and data is in form of clustered, and serves a commodity hardware to process large amount of data. The most common example of Hadoop implementation is social media space, where Hadoop can manage transaction, give textual updates, and develop social graph. Now Instagram also has this features, and among millions of users. Now I'm going to summarize this chapter and today's topics. Now, as I said, big data includes like social media, sensors, IoT, Internet of Things, and video surveillance, and of many source that has been considered with years and years ago. And business has to struggle changing the market requirement, as I said in previous example slide, that such events, in every such events, like marriage, divorce, pregnancy, like that. So business have to change their requirements and change their marketing strategies also to sell their company products. And company are finding creative way to apply this. And it's now it is big data has been growing needs, as everything grows. Big data has been growing the needs, increasing the it complexity also increases. To avoid that complexity, analytical has been adapted, how to solve everything, and data science has been used. And opportunity for big data has been improved, and they try to move beyond BI activities like business intelligence. And reports, data has been populated in report and dashboard form. And data science drive the project, and more open-ended and complex question has been there. To avoid complex and this type, report has been BI, business intelligence has been used. And big data represents our data architectures, and I've said the four steps also, including analytical sandbox, and new way of working style has to be adapted, because data is going to be vast day by day. So new skill set should be adapted every time a person should be updated with every new technology, and how to track and how to tackle this big data, and how to manage all these things, data. Some organization of data scientists are not because they are growing talent gap, but finding and hiring data scientists and timely manner difficult. But still, organization has those web, retail, healthcare, geomagnetic, and uh, new IT infrastructure and social media being to take advantage uh, of big data that helps to create an data in a novel way and creative way, and data can be analyzed using data analytics. So in that way data can be more organized and more useful also. And yes, that's it for my first assignment of this big data. Thank you for the assignment.